Hello again, everyone. This is Randy, your Soul Machine Man. We're looking at a Singer 500A. The A is for Anderson, South Carolina. This baby was made in the US of A. It's a beautiful little machine, and it's one of my all-time favorites. And you'll ask, well, Randy, you says a 401 is your favorite. You say a 158. Kenmore's your favorite. Well, you know, love the one you're with. Remember that song, Crosby, Stills, and Nash? I don't believe in that, but I believe it with soul machines. Love the one you're with. This one right here is a customer that came in the comments. You'll not watch the video. You'll see the picture and you'll ask, how much is it? It's not for sale. It belongs to one of my good customers, and it's a real nice 500A. And we're out here working on Father's Day. It's a beautiful day. It's cool in Texas. Last couple of days have been very hot. So today we have the air conditioner off. We have the air compressor running because it has a mind of its own and it runs when it feels like it. So we're out here enjoying a beautiful, cool day, getting caught up on some machines, listen to some good music, listen to some Dwight Yoakam, Four Tops. There's a good combo from Dwight Yoakam to Four Tops. Todd Rundgren, little Jeff Beck, Grand Funk Railroad, and Joe Walsh and the James Gang. Just a good day to sit and listen to good music and listen to the rain hit the roof. You know, sometimes it's good to have a job where you can listen to music and just enjoy the day. And those of you who don't have a job like that, I feel bad for you, but you're the one who can do something about that. I've been doing this for 52 years, and I love this job. Great customers, a lot of fun working on machines like this, especially. And this little guy just needed a couple little this, little that. Did an upgrade up here on the spool pad. You see those cool little red jobbers there. Oh, and by the way, some of you guys will say, you know, Randy, you're just talking about this music and stuff, so you can tell everybody you're one of the cool kids. And yes, that's exactly correct. I am one of the cool kids. I am in the cool kids club. I'm not an officer, but I attend all the meetings, okay? Just so you know. People make comments, and I just go, and I just delete them, and I block them. Because the haters, they'll jump in and go, why don't you get to the point instead of blah, 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 blah. Because it's my channel. You want to get a channel? Do what you want to. This is mine, all right? So, that sounded nice, didn't it? Yeah, rare form. Anyhow, put these new things on. You know, these things always peel off. So I put new ones on. And what I do is I take one of these spool pads, and I just take it and I just get my scissors and I cut it out. You know, it's not high-tech stuff. Get your scissors, snip, snip. And I don't throw away the little piece that comes out, because you folks that have the drop-in bobbins that have the little oiling wick in the center, and a little white oiling wick, and you always get your tweezers and you pull that out thinking it's lint, and then you don't have an oiling wick. Well, when I see those, I put these in and they become oiling wicks. And I tell the customer, don't pull the red one out. It's your oiling wick. It's your reservoir. So that's getting completely off track, but that's what that is all about. Don't throw away anything like that you can use again. These pop-up spool pens were really cool. You know, Singer wanted to do everything to the nth degree, engineer the daylights out of everything. A lot of times it was practical, a lot of times impractical. This was practical to a degree because you got pop-up spool pens. Of course, you want to sew with 2 needles, you can do that. Of course, you have a spool, and back in the day, the spools were tiny. Nowadays, the spools are kind of huge, so you have your auxiliary spool pen. Ooh, people say, what's that thing in the hole there? That's the auxiliary spool pen. You pop that baby out, you put it up here on the tippy top, and then you can put another spool up there on top or run it over. Close the lid, so to your heart's content. If you have a big spool on the inside, it won't fit with the lid open, so you use your auxiliary. All right, that takes care of that. Now, I'm going to make a couple videos on this thing. The first one I'm going to do is how to thread it, because that's called getting started. You got to get started by threading it correctly, and this one is threaded correctly, and it's sewing just absolutely in an awesome way. I went through it A to Z and got it all going. I'll show you how to thread it. You ready? Here we go. Stop yabbity yapping and start threading. Step 1 is always raise the pressure foot. I say that a million times, but you will be surprised how many times I talk to people on the phone. They're subscribers, they're customers, they watch my videos. Oh, I forgot to raise the pressure foot. And sometimes I forget. It happens. Raise the pressure foot. That spreads your tension disc apart. And in a later video, I'm going to show you about taking this thing here apart. Put it back together. Step 1, press the foot up. Step 2, upper guide. And someone has put this on here for a reminder. I didn't do that. They probably took it back to the Singer place back, I don't know if they had magic markers invented by then or not, in 1958, possibly. But somebody put this here to go down and click in there. You got a little slot right there. Let me show you that in a close-up, because you'll say I went too fast, I didn't show it properly. I get comments and I read them, I listen to them, and I answer them. And a lot of times they ask me questions that are valid. Like somebody's gonna ask me, what kind of glue did I use when I glued those down? And that's a valid question. You think, oh my God, really? What kind of glue? Yeah, it's like when you're building an engine and you got to use the Loctite on your bolts. You're going to use red, you're going to use blue, you're going to take it off again. That matters. So on this one, just use good old Elmer's. Elmer's, it has to soak up into that pad that goes up there on the top, so it'll actually stick. That's a good question. I know somebody's going to ask it, so I'll answer it in advance. Okay, so go here on the top, first stop, there. Then we come down here, and we go on this one. There's a little knot. See it right there? It slides in there, and it goes down to the tension. And the tension on the right-hand side has a little ear, a little guide. You put your thread on it. Let's see if I can grab it here in the midair. Put it on it. See how I trace it across, and it hops right in the slot. There's 2 slots it goes into, and you can miss those slots quite easily by just putting it in the front there or in the back there. And that's when you always lower the foot and pull, make sure you feel the tension. And when it's on 4, the tension should be right. Now I'll show you how to do this thing in an upcoming video while I got this thing out here on this beautiful cool day and the air conditioner's on. So from there, we're going to go up to the take-up lever. Right here, take-up lever. Right to left to the take-up lever. And then we're going to go there to this thread guide. Bunch of thread guides. Thread guide number 2 is there. See that? Thread guide number 2. Let's get you down here so you can see that. Thread guide numero 2 is here. You got the next thread guide there. And believe it or not, another thread guide right there. And then the thread goes through. Straight through, front to back. And whenever you change these needles out, you always put the flat side of the needle to the back. The long groove will be facing you. When I talk to my customers on the phone, they say, I'm pretty sure I got the flat side to the back. Well, you have to be absolutely certain. So what you do is, you take your thumbnail or any nail you might have, and you run it the length of that needle from the top of the shank all the way down to the eye. If that's facing you, your needle is in correctly. If you just feel that little notch that's on the back of this one, it won't sew a lick. You call me and say it's making a bad stitch, it's skipping stitches, but you'll tell me it's out of time. I know it's not out of time. These don't get out of time, rarely. It's 1 in a million. So make sure the thread's front to back, straight through, flat spot to the back, long groove facing you, okay? I'm gonna make another one coming up next on how to wind the bobbin. So we're done with this little 500 from now. Thanks.